Involving people and families with lived experience in research. What's the plan? Traditionally, consumers enter the study at the point of recruitment with no or little involvement before or after. This means decisions made about study design, inclusion criteria, recruitment strategies, and study endpoints happen without consumer input. To address this situation, we can engage consumers with research at the very earliest stages. It is important to plan for involving people with lived experience as research partners. The number one reason is to ensure that they are involved in developing meaningful outcomes that work in real life settings. Planning is also critical to make sure we involve people with a wide range of different life experiences. Often people who are engaged in research are white, educated, and economically stable, meaning that other important perspectives are missed. This leads to research findings that may be less relevant to the broader population and limits the ability of the findings to positively affect services and policies. There are solutions. By questioning assumptions and dropping our preconceived ideas about who will and will not get involved in research, we can think carefully about who would be representative, and we can also think about different and new ways of how we can get them involved. If we are really serious about reaching representative populations as research partners, we also need to look beyond only advisory committees and associations. Effective ways could include connecting with local councils, community groups, or social media groups. By visiting community health settings, attending hospitals, waiting areas, or talking to your patients and families about research. We can then have early, deliberate conversations involving people with lived experience about when are we going to engage, why are we engaging at this point in the research process, how are we going to engage, and what we will do to check in on our engagement. In research, we use a lot of jargon. As researchers, we need to be aware of the language we are using. We need to make sure information is accessible, sensitive, and respectful. When people with lived experience are involved, information needs to be provided in an accessible way, using plain language and complementing this with visuals and video formats, and not using jargon in minutes or meetings. With intention, time, and planning, it is possible to involve people with lived experience in a meaningful way, and our research is the better for it.
Created using Powtoon.